You're in a spiral universe. Your very DNA is a spiral. Uh, you don't get a choice about whether or not you think, and by means of you being in this experience with the apparatus of a given body and the invisible laws that govern results and how things occur, you are going to have results. And we're in a spiral universe. So this spiral invites us to the next spiral. That doesn't mean that we'll be willing to be transformed into the vibration of the next spiral or the empowerment of the next spiral. So as we go up this spiral, usually at the moment of transformation, there's some disruption. As you come to disruption in your evolution of bringing forth your next version of you and your dream and your health and your relationship and your vocation and your time and money freedom, disruption is not the problem. The challenge is how we meet it and what we understand about it. I've had the privilege in this lifetime to work very closely with Martin Luther King's children, Gandhi's grandchildren, and be a student of what's called well, depending on whether it's Martin Luther King's practices, certainly practices of social change, or the evolution of our species trying to evolve itself through nonviolent practices. We're a young species. So we will see ourselves seeking to evolve ourselves in sometimes mature and supportive ways to all concerned, even though we may have very different opinions. And at times we see ourselves and each other evolving ourselves through some very unskillful means. The universe evolves through chaos. Chaos is disruptive. It's disruptive. Your spouse says, we got to move across the country. There's going to be some chaos in that. So who am I going to be in that? Am I going to come from my vision, or am I going to let this mean I can't be happy? We make meaning out of everything. So when disruption occurs, or more stress, or more friction, when it occurs in a fixed system, you and I work with, you can have a fixed mindset or you can have a growth mindset. Fixed mindset is have, do, be. If I have this, then I can do that, and then I can be this. A growth mindset is if I will be this and do this, I will have this. As Jean Houston, I had a long talk with my friend Jean Houston the other day, and she said, we are in interesting times. And she said, these are not the first interesting times in our lives, and they won't be the last interesting times in our lives. So you are all brave thinkers, and you're wonderful, wonderful beings. And when we look at the levels of consciousness, you're among the tip of the arrow people. So right where you are, generate and create the world you want, not just your personal world, but the larger world. And I do believe that we can contribute to that more when we're free, each one of us, that we can be more influential in contributing and bringing forth the things that we believe matter for all kinds of people and all kinds of places.